What is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about gear. So this is part 2 of the gear series that I'm doing. The first part was released a month or two ago, so go watch that if you haven't already. In the last video, I talked about the essentials of riding, especially if you're just doing low-speed beginner rides. So in this video, we're leveling it up. These are the items that you're going to need if you are planning to ride on the highway, the freeway, or any major roads. Hell, even suburban roads. But this is just my opinion, so if you don't ride with any gear at all, that's up to you, that's fine. In order to level up from the previous video, you are now going to need to add a jacket and pants to your inventory. Now, I bought the Dainese Agile for about $450 to $500 on sale. I'll have to double check. And I just Googled about an hour ago how to pronounce Dainese properly. I used to say Dainese, but yeah, forgive me if my pronunciation's incorrect. Dainese, we've all heard of it. It's a very popular Italian motorcycle apparel manufacturer. They've got a large amount of brand equity to their name. They are well known, and they are one of the top tier companies when it comes to motorcycle protective clothing and gear. So I saw this jacket go on sale and I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. I want leather and it's a cool brand. Let's just hop in and buy it, because what's not to trust about Dainese? Firstly, I have a really short torso and I didn't size it up properly, so you kind of want the bottom of your jacket to just be above your waist, like just, but mine goes well below it, and that means I don't have a snug fit, and my jacket bunches up near the stomach region because it's just too long, and that probably means in the event of a slide, it's gonna ride up and expose my abdomen, which is, you know, it's shit. It's against the point. So that was my first sin. I didn't realize how important it was to actually get a jacket for your body size, because rules as written, this jacket fits me. It's right length. It's the perfect length across the chest, the shoulders, and the arms. But I hadn't been informed enough to consider the length of the torso and how important that is. That's something to look out for when sizing your first jacket. Hey, look at that, old boy on the Honda. My second mistake was to get a non-perforated leather jacket. I get warm really easily. I prefer cold weather, and the heat really fatigues me. I struggle in Australian summers. And oh man, when you are in a non-perforated leather jacket, you are cooking as soon as the temperature's above 20 degrees, for me anyway. And that's a big one, because heat fatigue is a very real detractor from the riding experience, not just in terms of fun, but in terms of safety. Granted, the trade-off is that in winter, I would get a lot colder than I am in this jacket, but as I said, I run cold. I like the cold, so I would much rather be cold in the winter and at a decent temperature in summer. All right, the third mistake. It was kind of picking this jacket because it was Dainese. I saw the brand name and instantly I had love heart emojis in both my eyes. If you've watched my How to Get Your License in Victoria video, you will know that I went through an absolute nightmare of a license test, and it was partially due to this jacket. So this jacket from the factory came with the flimsiest of zips. It was really frustrating. It was a tiny zip, it felt flimsy, and when you have your gloves on, you can barely grasp it between your leather digits. Right before I went to go get assessed on the road, I went to zip up my jacket and the pin broke. The locking pin, I think it's called. That just came clean off, so I could no longer zip up my jacket. And you got to keep in mind, like, that jacket was barely even broken in at this point in time, and it had already broken after mild use. So I was really pissed, but I guess the one good thing about going for a reputable brand is the customer service. And, I took it back to the retailer, who then gave it back to the supplier, and they took care of everything for me. It was about a month and a half later. I had called about 3 weeks after I dropped it off, then 4 weeks, because I was getting impatient, man. I was now a month and a half out of a jacket, and the only reason I was kind of surviving is because I got my dad into motorcycles, and I was able to use his jacket while riding. And then the day came, I finally got my jacket back, and the wait was well worth it, because what they had done was not just replace the locking pin, but the entire zip had been replaced, and they had used a YKK oversized zipper. But this zipper I am so happy with. Man, I am just over the moon about it, because finally I can do up my jacket with my gloves on. It feels sturdy, it inspires confidence, and I'm really happy with it. Alright, finally, moving on to the pants. I think I made a good choice with the pants. So what I ended up going with was a pair of RST Sabre CE leather pants. They're leather, they do the trick, and they came with knee sliders, because I was really keen on eventually learning how to knee down. The one thing I do regret is these leathers I cannot use together at the track. I'll either need to invest in a full suit or go get an RST jacket or a pair of Dainese pants. So that's something to keep in mind. If you do want to use your leathers for the track, you do want to get leathers that will zip up together. Also, in terms of pants, I am now wearing a set of Bullet Evo jeans that I recently bought as part of my journey in trying to daily my motorcycle. And boy, oh boy, what a fantastic investment they were. Even though I'm happy with the leather pants, honestly, if I could go back in time, I would probably tell myself to just buy a pair of casual riding jeans that come with your hip and knee armor and Oi! Jesus Christ, mate. Fuck, I gotta be more attentive. Gotta stop vlogging. Anyway, back to vlogging. Yeah, these things are so comfy. I no longer have to get out of my pants whenever I go somewhere on the bike. I can actually just wear these everywhere, and I've given them a good run for their money, even though I've only owned them for a couple of months. I wear them to dancing, I wear them to my mates' places, I wear them to go out and eat, and I'll probably start wearing them to work too. So definitely an awesome investment. Yeah, I highly recommend getting riding jeans over leathers if you're just starting out. And now we're going to go to a previous portion of the freeway, because I had forgotten to record this bit. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate all the support. Welcome to the new subscribers. There's been a teeny weeny bit of an influx ever since I uploaded the last few videos, so hello to you guys. I will catch you on the next one.
You say you got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You say you got them drugs, but I've never seen you slang.